All right. It looks like we're already doing this, but take something that you can do some pass-throughs with. I've got this. And let's go for some pass-throughs. Good morning, Eric.
Good morning.
No, I think she's asleep. Yeah.
Hey, Christine.
Hello.
Hello.
Yeah.
All right. Set that aside. Grab onto something and we'll go for some leg swings. We've got an interesting workout today. We're going to be focusing a lot on midline stability and overhead stability. If overhead is a problem for you, we have plenty of ways that we can modify it.
Nice shirt.
Thanks, Eric.
Yeah.
Today's episode is sponsored by.
Go ahead and widen your stance. One arm overhead, and we're going to keep a rigid neutral spine as we fold to one side. We're doing 10 windmills on the left side.
Ran into something on the shed.
Imagine like you're pressing a super heavy weight through your arm. This is an active shoulder position. And after 10, reset. Left arm goes up and we'll go toward the right. Feel a deep stretch in the adductors and down the side of your body. Keep it long. And after we've done 10 windmills on each side, keep that stance wide. And I just want us to fold forward as long as we can with our rigid spine. And then we can let our head hang heavy. Walk your hands over to the left foot. Pull your head close to your knee. Walk your hands to your right foot. Pull your head close to your knee. And we'll do that a couple more times. To the left. To the right. All right. And we'll go ahead and walk out into a plank from here. Notice that this is still a nice press through the ground. Our shoulders are active in this plank position. We're going to push even more through them as our chest floats to the back of the room into downward dog. Pedal your feet out. Back to plank. And we'll go for 20 shoulder taps. Right arm to the left shoulder, left arm to the right shoulder. 20 of these. Keep your hips super stable. tight to keep your hips from shifting left and right, up and down. And then we'll press back into child's pose, just like Maria's doing right now. Take those armpits close to the ground.
No.
Great. Drive your hips up, back into downward dog, heels close to the ground, hips toward the ceiling, pressing with your arms through the ground actively. And we'll come back to plank, right foot to right hand, and we'll make some circles into the ground with our hips. As far forward, as far to the sides, and as far back as you can get your hips in this position. We'll take our right elbow down to our right ankle and then twist up to the sky, back down to the ankle, up to the sky. Keep pressing that left heel down toward the ground. Great. Plant your hand back to the floor. Switch legs. And we'll go for some more circles. Big circles now on the left leg. Your left elbow can drop to the ankle and twist up to the sky. Same on this side. Remember to press your right heel toward the ground. And after a few of these, we can put our feet back and walk our hands to our feet and roll up. All right. Next step before we get into the specifics for the workout, we have to find a 25-meter course that we can walk for the overhead carry. So what I'd like everyone to do is to find a space that that looks kind of large, and you're gonna take 25 big steps on it. That's gonna be your course for the workout. You're gonna walk to that point and back for your 50 meters. I would suggest doing 25 meters in one hand and 25 meters in the other hand. So I'm gonna give you guys a minute or so to go find that course and mark it off and get ready for your 50-meter overhead carry for when that time comes. 25 big steps. And Christine, if you want to measure like how many steps in your room, how many times you have to go back and forth, that'll be great.
What happened to our prop block, our triangle?
Oh, it's under there. I mean, this doesn't bother me though.
Okay.
Does it bother you?
Eric,
No.
do you have a course?
We just can't see us.
Excellent.
Oh, really?
It's just the sky.
Cool. Tib and Sandra, you guys have a course ready? Thumbs up. Great. Still waiting on Maria. Mom, do you have a course ready?
Yes,
Yeah,
Yes.
you do?
I do.
Okay, cool. All right. Now let's find a moderately weighted dumbbell. It doesn't have to be the one you're going to use in the workout. Something probably lighter than you'll use in the workout. I've got a kettlebell with me, so I'm going to warm up with a kettlebell. But I want us to do 5 deadlifts on the right side. 5 cleans, and then 5 front squats and 5 push presses.
2 dumbbells or what?
Just one.
Okay.
I'll show you what it looks like with my kettlebell. 5 on the right side. 5 cleans. Notice the hip drive to get your weight up to the shoulder. And then from the front rack with one arm, we'll drop down to the bottom and drive up through our heel. Couple push press. Great. Great, Eric. Excellent. In the workout, the clean, getting the weight up to your shoulder, is the first step each round. We're starting with 10 single arm thrusters. You can alternate these as you desire, but the step 1 in that is getting it up to the shoulder. Once we've gotten in some deadlift, clean, front squat, and push press on each side, I'd like us to get the weight overhead. I'm going to call this a ground to overhead. We might call it a snatch. You might call it a clean and jerk. Any way you want to get it overhead works. But I want you to feel this stable position. My rib cage is not open. My hips aren't forward. My hips are locked down. My rib cage is closed down, and I'm pressing endlessly overhead. Hopefully we can feel kind of comfortable in this position. And I want you to take a couple steps. Forward, turn around, and backward. Notice that your torso is working super hard during this, right? A little bit different than a typical farmer's carry. Big ideas, get your armpit facing forward. If your armpit starts to face out to the side, you're in an unstable position, right? And then every time we set this weight down, do it safely. Keep your rigid neutral spine. Don't just collapse as the weight goes down to the ground. And we'll all stay cool. Good stuff. Excellent. During the workout, I would recommend going for 25 meters on the right side and then 25 meters back on the left side. If your elbow starts to bend, just set your weight down, take a quick rest, shake out your arms, get it back overhead and lock it out and finish your carry. Yeah, after you've done 10 alternating thrusters, a 50-meter carry, you're gonna finish out your round with 10 quick snatches. It's the same thing that we were just talking about, ground to overhead in one motion. Let's give that a try right now. I want us to use no weight for starters. Imagine that you're picking up a heavy weight off the ground. The weight is in the center, in between your feet. You're going to drive the weight up with your legs, pop it up. Now it's weightless, driving up to the ceiling, and your arm catches it in a stable position, and then you stand, right? I'm gonna do the same thing facing you this way. Weight's coming down to the ground, drive it up with my legs, hip drive, and catch it overhead. Right. So the arm isn't yanking on the weight at all during this. It's actually the legs jumping it up and the hips getting it overhead. If we want to try that with weight now, let's give it a shot. Make sure that you're emphasizing this strong lockout every time the weight ends overhead. We're looking good. For today's purposes, you can alternate the weight at your hip, at your waist, or you can take it all the way down to the ground and then switch arms there. I'm okay with either as long as they're stable.
So Matthew, the arm doesn't really make a stop at the shoulder. It comes like straight up in front.
Right, so if I have my weight,
Got it.
my arm it receives the weight overhead, but my hips are getting the weight moving that direction.
Okay.
Excellent. So we have 3 minutes to do all this work for each round, but I don't want it to take 3 minutes. I want it to be about 1.5 minutes to 2 minutes of hard work, and then you'll rest for the next 60 seconds-ish. If you slack on the snatches, you'll still have time to rest, but that's not the intention for today's workout. The intention is that the thrusters are like a good warm-up, the carry focuses on stability, and then those snatches are the final sprint. No more than 30-ish seconds for those snatches. Does that make sense? Great. Let's give some alternating, or no, not alternating, but single arm thrusters a shot. Find the weight in your front rack, like so. We'll drop down to the bottom of our squat, drive the weight overhead, back down to the shoulder, and the same thing. Again, every time we set the weight down, nice and stable. Sandra, a little bit deeper. Much better. Awesome. Feel your butt cheeks squeeze, and that gets the weight going up. That your dumbbell or your kettlebell doesn't leave your shoulder until your hips are totally open. Great, Christine. That's it. All right. And if you haven't done so yet, I would like you to get to practice walking overhead for that 25 meters. You don't have to do 25 meters in a row, but I want you to at least be prepared for what it's going to feel like. So find your course, find your dumbbell, get the weight overhead, lock down that stomach, and go for some ambulation. Is that the official term? All right, I see Christine coming up from the driveway. Looks great. Fantastic. Awesome. It looks like almost everyone is back. Big picture on these walks. It's meant to keep you aware of your midline. If you start to shift like this, something's gone wrong. Keep this super braced, super tight. Keep your arm locked out overhead and you'll be just fine during that walk. There's no need to run during the walk. Make sure it's controlled, but that's not really where you're gonna make up a lot of time for today's workout. Again, if your elbow starts to bend, just set the weight down. There's no need to push through that. Set the weight down, get it back up in a locked out position, and we'll be just fine. Before we start, I'd like everyone to do 4 thrusters, 2 on each side, and 6 snatches. 4 thrusters, 6 snatches. I'll do it with you. Excellent. I've unmuted you guys. Does anyone have any questions before we get going? No? All right.
For the snatches, is it okay? Like, you can return, like if I'm overhead, can I return by bringing it to my shoulder and then extending it?
Yeah, that's great.
Okay.
Just, yeah, watch that elbow.
Yeah. I found my course. It's just 2 laps, so you might just see me walking like.
Cool. Excellent. Everyone has their course set up. Thumbs up.
Can you repeat the workout real quick? 10.
Yeah. So every 3 minutes for 6 rounds. I'll tell you when the 3 minutes are up. I'll keep track of everything. 10 alternating thrusters. Alternate as you desire. Probably 5 and 5. 50-meter overhead carry. Probably 25 meters on one hand, 25 meters on the other. And then finishing out with 10 alternating snatches. So that's alternating every time. Every time the dumbbell hits the ground, switch arms. Make sense?
Yes, thank you for doing that.
Yeah. Excellent. I think we're all ready. If you need to go to the restroom, or does anyone need to go to the restroom or use some water? Otherwise, I'll mute you guys and we'll get going.
Okay.
What's up, Maria?
So we don't have to write down like you don't want the time every round or anything like that, right?
Maybe we should.
I don't know. I was just thinking like if you wanted any at the end, you'll just want our load.
That's actually a great idea. I was thinking about that. Let's record our fastest and our slowest times. Great.
Okay.
Since we have,
The timer.
great. So if you have a way to time yourself, that would be helpful, or you can just call out to me after each round and I'll tally it up for you. All right. Eric and Christine, you guys are ready? Great. Mom, you ready?
Are you doing laps?
Yes.
Cool. Maria, you ready?
I don't
Yeah.
know.
All right.
I was just
I've got my stopwatch ready to go. We're starting with 10 thrusters. Alternate as you desire. I'm going to mute you guys. If you want your music, maybe next round will be the best time to do that. Awesome. Going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Nice full depth on these thrusters. Alternate as you desire. Probably 5 and 5. Set it down and then get it right back up for your carry. All right, we are approaching the 30-second mark. All right, Christine's on the carry. All right, Christine and Maria are back. Time for the snatches. You are 1 minute and 15 seconds in. Nice, Tib. Here we go, Sandra. Great. Big drive all the way up. Nice, Eric. Great, Christine. All right, we are 2 minutes and 18 seconds in. Catch your breath, and then we'll get going in 30 more seconds. Christine Tinberg. Instead of your 10 thrusters, I'd like you to do 10 goblet squats.
Is that because I was slow?
Yeah, I just want to protect your your overhead. stability. Oh, it's 3 minutes in.
All right.
We're supposed to be going. But yeah, but 10 goblet squats. Starting on thrusters, 5 and 5. Tib and Sandra, way to go. Tib's on the carry. Nice, Sandra. Big hip drive all the way up. That's it. All right, Maria, you've got alternating snatch. Same with Tib. Here we go. We are a minute and a half into this round. All right, Eric and Christine.
I don't remember a goblet squat. You'll have to demonstrate that for me.
Got
What
it.
is that again?
Here, I'll put myself on spotlight. Oh, whoops. Can you see me, Christine? Yep, just like that. And then all the way down and up. Just like that. Great. All right, 2.5 minutes into this round. Going again in 30 seconds. Collect your breath before your next 10 thrusters. Starting round 3 in 20 seconds. Going in 10. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, 10. All 10 thrusters. Big hip drive. Keep the hips popping the weight to the ceiling. Great, Christine. Christine is on her way with the carry. And Eric's close. Great, Maria. Big drive. Strong jump up. Great. That's awesome. Here we go, Tib. Push through these snatches. Excellent. All right, and Sandra is right behind. Here we go. Awesome. Big jump up. Strong lockout. Great, Christine. Keep that chest up on those goblet squats. We're a minute 50 into this round.
Not very good at those.
Nice, Eric. All right, and we've got 50 seconds before the next round begins.
Did you
Collective
see me? Sorry. Did you see me hit my head with a dumbbell?
No.
Yeah. When you put it on the spotlight, I
Nice. All right, we are 30 seconds out from round 4. Remember, keep breathing on your thrusters, and then your carry is all about stability. We're going for round 4 in 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Great, Tib. Big drive with the hips. Much better. Awesome, Sandra. Great, Eric. Make sure you're hitting full depth. Excellent. Looks like Maria is all the way on her carry. Great, Christine. Here we go. Fight for that depth. That's it. 45 seconds into this round. And it looks like everybody's out on their carry. Maria's back. Time for those snatches. Great. All right. Eric and Christine are back at it. Push on those snatches. It's the last 10. All right, Sandra. We are a minute and a half into this round. All right. Great, Christine. I think those goblet squats are much better than the snatches. Way to finish, Sandra. All right.
I need more practice with the snatches, I think, with less weight.
Mm-hmm. Yeah. It's good that we changed it.
Yeah, good call.
Cool.
Yeah, I had to lower my weight for my snatches.
Good job, Mom. I wish I could have seen them.
Sorry, I'm having trouble with my camera.
It's all good. 30 more seconds before the next round begins. I think this will be round 5. Only 2 more to go. Hopefully we're breathing kind of heavy, feeling it a bit. Eric's got the shirt off. It's business. Business is booming in 15 seconds, starting round 5. And we're going in 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Weight up to the shoulder, 5 thrusters and 5 thrusters. Great, keep driving those knees out, Sandra. Excellent. Full depth, Eric. Great. That's it, Christine. Excellent. 30 seconds in. All right, Christine's on the carry. And Maria is coming back from the carry. You're a minute in. Christine and Eric hustling in from the carry. Get to those snatches super quick. Awesome. Big drive up. Stable on the way down. Great, Tibbs. Strong jump. Quick, quick, quick. We are a minute and a half into this round. Minute 50 in. Here we go, Sandra. Last few. Thank you, Christine. 2 minutes in. All right, I think everyone is done with round 5. Final round coming up. This is it, unless you want to go for RX Plus and go for 7 rounds. But I feel like 6 should be good for most of us. 30 more seconds to catch our breath before our last 10 perfect thrusters. Remember, keep your form super tight on this one. Don't let it dissolve just because it's the last round. Keep your chest high, find full depth, and launch out of the bottom. I'm going to mute you all, and then we're going in 10 seconds. In 5, 4, 3, 2, 1, begin. Great, Christine. A little deeper. Yeah, launch out of the bottom position. There you go. Nice, Maria. All right, she's on to the carry. Same with Eric and Chris. Eric's going quick. We're going to enjoy Tibbs' beautiful view before him and Sandra get back for the snatches. Maria's on her way. Oh, she's back for the snatches. Final push. You're not even at a minute. Here we go, Eric. Final push for these snatches. Get it quick. We're a minute and 3 seconds in. All right, Tib, last 10. Super quick. Catch your breath and right into it. That's it. Eric's got last couple. Here we go. That's it. And Maria has found the ground to collect her breath. Christine's back for her goblet squats. Keep that chest high. Great. Find full depth each time. That's it. Here we go, Sandra. Last few. Big drive with the legs. Nice.
This is all. I'm coming. Putain.
Here we go, Christine. Excellent. Way to finish strong. I think that is everybody. All right, I hear some heavy breathing. I hear Tib, heavy breathing. It sounds like Eric and Christine are totally okay. That wasn't hard at all.
Heavy breathing.
Heavy breathing. Excellent.
That was awesome.
Great stuff.
Let me send it in the chat.
If you were able to collect your times, I would love for you to share your fastest and your slowest time in the chat. Hopefully we were all within a minute and a half to 2.5 minutes. And more than that. If you can, I would encourage you to spend a couple minutes in couch stretch.
What is couch stretch?
With your knee.
Oh, pigeon.
Eric, did you ask what couch stretch is?
You did.
Yeah, that's where we put our knee down on the ground and then like next to the wall. You can do it on your couch.
Okay.
And then we find a lunge position. Maria might be able to show us.
Maria.
Maria.
We got to roll the R's. That's gringos.
No, it's not a roll.
Maria's not a roll?
Maria.
Maria's not a roll?
Not really.
It's a roll for a gringo.
Maria's all no.
It is a roll for a gringo.
No, it has the accent on the A, so there's no roll.
Maria.
Oh, Maria, you're just like my wife.
Oh,
It's like Maria.
Excellent.
I gotta resend Eric. I accidentally hit enter.
All right, I've got my mom, I've got Maria, I've got Eric.
No, not all of it.
Not all of it. It looks like he just did it with an ambiguous weight.
That's right. What was your weight?
25 thruster and 30 everything else.